Greetings everyone, welcome to another exciting session on the IBM Storage Guru channel. Let's discover how the IBM FlashSystem plugin for Microsoft VSS streamlines the Windows backup and restore most efficient way possible with Spectrum Protect Snapshot Backup tool on your IBM storage. I'm Gunja Ghate, backend developer at IBM, here to walk you through the process. As shown in previous video, we have configured the IBM FlashSystem plugin for Microsoft VSS, also known as IBM FlashSystem plugin for VSS, on our Windows host. We can verify its configuration using IBM vcfg command. Note that enabling dynamic target allocation setting require mandatory configuration of three specific parameters: storage pool, allocation option, and IO group. We can confirm the IBM VSS plugin version using VSS admin list providers command. Our current installed plugins version is 4.20.0.0. Now let's move further. We have mounted three LANs from IBM Storage on this Windows host as F, G and H drive. For demonstration purpose, we have utilized the IBM Spectrum Protect Snapshot tool to perform the backup. However, you can use any backup software which supports the Microsoft VSS backup and restore framework. First, let's verify the data on our source volumes. We observed a consistent state, one directory is present on each drive respectively. Now, let's go to SPS to initiate the backup of these source volumes. As here we can see F, G and H drives are present. On SPS, navigate to Protect tab, select the required volumes to include in the same shadow copy set, and then trigger full backup from the right side panel. For this demonstration, we have selected all the three volumes. Remember, you have the flexibility to select the number of volumes for backup based on your specific requirement. Here I have triggered the full backup and now we can see the backup has got started. Then it will take some time and now we can see the backup has got completed. Data consistency can be verified by mounting the backup as a separate volume. In order to check data consistency, we will now select F drive from the Recover tab of SPS. Then on right side panel, trigger Mount operation, which will expose the backup as I drive. Allow some time for the mounting process to get finished. As the backup has mounted, we are navigating to File Explorer to verify that the backup integrity is successful. We can confirm that the data on mounted I drive is consistent with the F drive data from the time of backup. Upon verifying the backup data, let's unmount the I drive before triggering restore. With the I drive now successfully unmounted, we can proceed. Prior to trigger restore, we will add new data as a new folder to the source volumes. The critical validation point is ensuring that the supplementary data is fully overwritten or removed following the restore operation. Subsequent to adding data to source volume, let's go to SPS Recover tab and select all the active backups. Active backup is the latest backup taken through SPS. After selecting all the required backups, trigger restore from the right side panel. As we can see, the restore has started. This process will take further few minutes to conclude. Once the restore of shadow copy set has been carried out successfully, we can ensure the data consistency by checking the source volume, which should be having data from the latest backup. In our case, newly added folders have been deleted and the previous data which we backed up has been restored successfully. That's all for today. Thank you.